Jake Ludington here at HP Discover in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm here with Ken Wan. And continuous delivery automation are the three words that we're going to talk about right now. And how does that relate to the DevOps world?
So continuous delivery automation is our latest offering that adds into our DevOps strategy. And as you know, DevOps is all about trying to bring the developer world and the operations world together. So what we find is a developer world, they're trying to roll out new releases very quickly, sometimes multiple releases a day. Whereas the operations side, they like things to be a little calmer. They like to roll things out maybe once every few months. So there's this natural, or there's not natural, there's this tension between the two organizations. And that's what DevOps is all about. And that's what continuous delivery automation is all about, is to be able to accelerate the application release process. So continuous delivery automation gives you a single tool for managing applications through your entire application release process, from development into QA, staging, and production. And it automates the entire process of standing up applications and your infrastructure through each stage. So now you can bring applications to market much quicker. And the way we do this is with a new unique HP technology called flexible application modeling. So flexible application modeling gives us a application portability with a building block approach. So it gives our customers much more flexibility in how they can do accelerate their application release. Now the cool thing about this is not only does it accelerate your application release process, but it also improves your quality, your application quality. We find that most customers have application deployment success rates of 40 to 70%. So 40 to 70% of the time, the applications are being deployed with no errors. With continuous delivery automation, we can get that as high as 95%. And that's through all the automation, eliminating all the people and process errors. So that's a huge thing, getting up to, from 40 to 70% to as high as 95% for application deployment success. And finally, the other part that we do different from other DevOps kind of solutions is we provide a lot of choice and a lot of flexibility. So we have multiple HP tools, third-party tools, as well as open source tools for build, provisioning, deployment, and monitoring. So open source tools like Jenkins, Hudson, Nagios, Puppet Chef, and then the whole slew of HP products, as well as providing infrastructure support, including KVM, Microsoft Hyper-V, and Microsoft and VMware.
So it sounds like this is kind of an all-encompassing scripting solution to automate all of those places where people tend to make mistakes.
People do make a lot of mistakes going through the application release process, and the challenge is that this is there's kind of this handoff between the developer side and the operations side, and that handoff sometimes is not very clean, because the two different groups sometimes actually don't get along. So by having a single tool, we automate that entire process, and we help improve the collaboration between the developers and the operations guys, so that the applications can roll out much faster.
So just to see if I understand this, so the applications team has an application that they're ready to deploy, and so this makes sure that what they hand off for deployment gets to the operations people, and there isn't like a bug introduced in the transition.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So a lot of times your developers may develop actually the product using open source tools, and may perhaps develop out in a public cloud arena, and then when they move it into a QA area, they want to maintain the application model, but now you want to run it on, say, an internal private cloud. But then when you want to move it into your staging, you want to still maintain the application model, but maybe you want all your app and your web tier and your database stay on one server, and then when you go into production, you may want them on multiple servers. So you can actually use this tool to maintain your application model across every stage, yet change the underlying infrastructure. So it makes it much easier to do that, and it's easy because we use this flexible application modeling, so you can just plug in and plug out different models for the infrastructure while maintaining the application model.
That sounds like a great solution for improving time to deployment.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. The customers we've been talking about are really interested because they see it overcoming a lot of the challenges that they're having.
All right, well, thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Jake.